Hey guys, welcome to Unlimited Health. Let's check out this video called Buzzfeed Unsolved Cases That Are Now Solved. Okay, this is like, I every now and then I watch like some of these unsolved cases. Nobody makes videos on them, very few, but the quality and just not right. But Buzzfeed Unsolved is the only channel that dives really deep into these mysteries, which is pretty cool. But also, like, some of the things that I don't like about these videos is that the people in there, the two people that narrate this whole thing, they make jokes every now and then, and the idea of the mystery and everything is gone. And recently, like, there's this dude that doesn't believe in the paranormal or anything like that, so he's like, what does that mean? And it's like very ignorant about it, and it's like it just takes you away from the whole thing. But the cases themselves are super mysterious, and some of the cases are incredibly mysterious, like from 1940s, 30s. It's crazy. Okay, I wanted to know what are these unsolved cases that have been solved. You know, I wanted to know, like, already, like in the thumbnail we saw that, and we already knew. Like, I know that this was solved. Okay, what else are there that have been solved? Okay, I wanted to find out, and this is a SUNNYV2 video. Okay, so if you like this, go subscribe to SUNNYV2. Okay, this dude is amazing. All right, this dude, his videos are super intense. This is not the most popular video, but it's super interesting for me. I wanted to find out what it is, and I'm sure you'll love it too, because it's gonna be entertaining. Okay, and it's only 11 minutes, so it's not really that much to worry about. So let's take a look at it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Buzzfeed Unsolved Cases That Are Now Solved. Okay, let's do it. Also, like, I tried to find some new content, exciting content. I didn't find really. It's the same kind of channel that has more exciting content. And if I keep reacting to the content from the same channel, you might get bored. So I don't want to do that. Okay, I wanted to do different kinds of videos that can get you excited and keep going. Okay, so let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
There are 5 cases from Buzzfeed Unsolved which have now either been fully or significantly solved.
Yeah, the boys case was also solved. Okay, this was one of the most mysterious things that gave me chills back in the day. Okay, I was like, what is happening?
And we're going to begin by looking at Forest Fen's treasure, which finally came
treacherous
to a full conclusion
treasure
back in June 2000.
Forest Fen treasure? I don't know about this. I don't know anything about this. Forest Fen treasure. Okay.
2020.
Okay.
Ryan Shane investigated the mystery 2 years prior in September 2018, during which they explained that world-renowned treasure collector Forest Fen had hidden an actual treasure chest somewhere in the Rocky Mountains, which contained over $1 million worth
$1 million worth of
in
gold.
Forest Fen's memoir, he wrote a 24-line poem which included 9 hidden clues on how to find the treasure. While the
I know this. I think a bunch of people went and got like at least half of the treasure, but the other half is still missing. Is that the one?
It seemed fairly simple. Over 65,000 people had attempted to find the treasure to no avail.
To no avail.
Shane then explained that the treasure could be found in one of 4 specific US states.
The treasure is located in either Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, or New Mexico.
Okay.
Of the 4 states,
why would he like hide a bunch of golden stuff here and there? As a like, did he want to make this whole thing like a mystery, or did he just, I don't know, was he on drugs? Like, man, you got so much gold, you got 1 million worth of gold, and you're hiding it, burying shit all over the place. You know what happens when you bury stuff in the ground? Somebody is watching you bury it already. Like, really, I did that when I was very young, like when I was a kid, and early morning I came back to check on it. It's not there because somebody watched me fucking dig and put it in there. Don't worry, there's nothing gold or anything like that. No valuable items in there. There were none. Okay, it was just my little toys, my precious toys, and they were lost because another kid saw it, I guess. And it's gone in the morning. Okay, I was like, fuck. So let's continue this.
listed by Fen. I tend to lean towards New Mexico or Wyoming. Wyoming, because a majority of Yellowstone National Park resides within that state. And Yellowstone was a place where Fenn spent his formative years camping with his father.
And although Wyoming seemed like the most likely location for the treasure, the boys eventually settled on looking in New Mexico.
I'm pretty sure he didn't hide these treasures in just some random dumbass spots. I'm pretty sure he hid those treasures in places that are special to him. You know, because this is like valuable stuff. I'm sure he's not that stupid to throw it away somewhere. Instead, he hid it where in a place that means something to him. You know, pretty much. So if you go somewhere, Yellowstone National Park, what is Yellowstone National Park famous for? It must be something. So go check it out. There must be something in some of those unique places. Okay, that's the only
flying
explanation.
to the state with over a month's worth of research under their belt. Ryan and Shane looked at 3 different locations in New Mexico.
These people actually went over there to check. Oh man. And actually I forgot that Buzzfeed Unsolved actually goes out there to investigate, which is insane. Okay, makes sense. Like these videos are super popular. Everybody watches them, like millions of views. Okay, someday I'll fucking actually watch some of these mysterious videos, BuzzFeed Unsolved videos, like the scary videos as well, mysterious, unsolved, all kinds of top 10. I'll react to those things. Okay, tell me if you want me to react to those, because there's like hundreds of thousands of videos out there that are super popular based on that. So I will definitely check it out. Okay, so let's go.
Put up with bad weather and rough terrain, and at one point even thought that they had found the treasure.
That right there. Look.
Oh!
What do you mean there's a
What?
Right here. Look.
Come on.
It's a very square rock.
They didn't.
That is a very, very square rock.
However, the trip
Are you kidding me?
ended with the boys leaving empty-handed.
I think we may just have to come to terms with the fact that we're not going home with treasure.
And the location of Forrest Fenn's treasure remained a
Shit.
mystery. That would be
Like, if you're going into the jungle, then it's probably filled with shit. Filled with trees, mud, and leaves and shit. So that's not a good location to even search anything. Okay.
Approximately 2
I
years
don't think
later,
so.
on the 6th of June 2020, when the following post was made to Forrest Fenn's personal blog. It was under a canopy of stars in the lush forested vegetation of the Rocky Mountains.
Who's
Not moved from the spot where I hid it more
Who's updating his blog, man? I thought he died. Like, who's doing all this?
years ago. I do not know the person who found it, but the poem in my book.
Wait. It was under canopy of stars in the lush forest vegetation of Rocky Mountains and had not moved from the spot where I hid it more than 10 years ago. I do not know the person who found it, but the poem in my
led
book
him to the precise spot. I congratulate the thousands of people who participated in the search and hope they will continue to be drawn by the promise of other discoveries.
This must be before he died.
So the search is over. Look for more information and photos in the coming days. Forrest.
Wow.
As promised, this photo showed up on the blog in the days that followed, before these two were also posted, confirming that the treasure had in fact been found. 1 month later, it was revealed that the treasure was found in Wyoming, which was one of the 2 states highlighted in the Buzzfeed Unsolved episode, although not the state that the boys eventually went to. 6 months later, in December 2020, the person who had found the treasure finally revealed himself as 32-year-old medical student Jack Stoof, who coincidentally used to be one
that
of
is so
BuzzFeed's
cool.
writers. Jack had found out about the case in 2018, the same year that Ryan and Shane investigated it, and stated that he thought about it for at least a couple hours a day every day since he learned about it, also adding that he planned on selling the treasure to pay off his student loans.
Student
the treasure went up
loans?
for auction on the
What
13th
the
of
fuck?
December 2020.
You got treasure, my man. You wanna pay it off some dumbass shit? Like student loans, really? You need to keep that treasure in your fucking, garage somewhere, in your locker, and be done with it. And go find some other type of money. Go get a job and pay off your student loans like that. Why you gonna throw away the treasure? So unique, so mysterious. You're gonna throw that shit away? Are you kidding me? I can't believe
and
it.
after a whopping 1,643 bids, eventually sold for an impressive $1.3 million.
Wow.
And while it took over 10 years for someone to eventually find the treasure, this is nothing when compared to the
So that was Henry Fenn, right? Forrest Fenn, right? Yeah, Forrest Fenn's treasures. I heard about this case like 3-4 years ago, a long time ago, and it was actually very mysterious. Nobody has found more treasure. Only some of it has been found, and wonder where the treasure is. I was like, wow, man, this is a real mystery, and it's crazy. But it's been solved. Everybody found it. It's over, which is I don't like that mysteries get solved, but it's okay. It's okay. Forrest Fenn wanted those treasures to be found. That's why he placed it everywhere. So congratulations. You set out to do your mission, and your mission has been accomplished. Let's move on to the next one. Let's go.
Boy in the box, who was recently identified after 65 years of mystery.
Mystery.
Shane covered the boy in the box back in August 2017, with the major details.
I know this
in
case.
1957,
Yeah.
a box was found on the side of a road in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of this case on YouTube. A lot of videos from news channels have been popping up. I've been seeing a lot of them. His name was revealed, but his family has not been revealed. Because they didn't want to be revealed, and out of respect, they didn't reveal. And I understand completely.
Which contained the
great.
body of a boy between 4 and 6 years of age.
Huh.
The box had serial numbers on the outside, a blanket on the inside, and items of clothing scattered around it. However, despite
Man.
having access to numerous pieces of evidence,
Damn,
authorities
dude.
were unable to identify who this
Also, like this boy looks very unusual. Like he has some gigantic forehead, man. If this dude, if this boy, rest in peace, by the way, if he were to grow up, I'm pretty sure he would become someone really famous, like Einstein or some shit. But because look at that forehead. Who has a forehead that big? I can't think of anybody with such a big forehead, man. This dude could have been a very big celebrity, whoever, because a lot of bright future. But rest in peace for the boy, okay?
the boy was. For this reason, the boy was buried with a gravestone reading America's Unknown Child, which
Yeah.
accompanied a sign on the street where the boy was found.
Nobody
reading,
knew. His body was found in a box to the side of a road, and nobody knew who dropped him there. It's like one of the greatest mysteries, okay? And I was like, I got chills because I was like, man, who is this careless? Who is this brutal and inhumane that they would punish, starve, and fucking, I don't know, looks like he got whipped too, and finally died, and they threw him out. It's like, what is this, huh? I was so...
Unknown Child became known as the
It's like there's probably some kind of fucked up serial killer out there. Or not serial killer, but more like a very dangerous man out there,
boy in the box. He has never been identified. His case remains open. He is now
Okay.
called America's Unknown Child.
Damn.
His body had been exhumed on 2 separate occasions in 1998
Two
and
separate
2019,
occasions.
with the goal of running his...
You know what? I wouldn't suggest exhuming someone's body because it's just not nice. It's immoral. It's also like a bad omen thing. It's just not right,
DNA
man.
through genealogy databases. The 1998 test was unsuccessful. However, by 2019, testing had become significantly more advanced. And while the victim's DNA was so degraded that it took 2.5 years of work to be able to extract enough data to perform a genealogy, on the 8th of December 2022, the boy in the box was identified as Joseph Augustus Zarelli. His DNA was up.
Joseph Augustus Zarelli. That's his name. A very good name, bro. Like, people have like the first name and the last name. This dude has like 3 names. It's crazy, man. This dude was, if he were to live, I'm pretty sure this kid would have become something really big, But all the tragic situation. What can we do?
Uploaded 2 genetic databases, which led detectives to relatives on his mother's side. After pouring through birth records, they were also able to identify his father. They also learned that Zarelli's mother had 3
other children.
Police
But then who killed him? Huh? Who abused him? I don't get it.
refused to speculate on who killed Zarelli, though they noted we have our suspicions, meaning that while this identification is extremely fresh at the time of making this video, it's possible that the case could be fully solved sometime in the near future.
Oh, so the family knows suspects who killed him, but they're not telling anyone. I don't get it.
However,
I don't
if we're on the topic of fresh identification,
Man, rest in peace for Augustus Zarelli. Okay, kid could have been really like. I mean, look at his face. He looks very promising. You know, he looks like he has a bright future. But people are terrible. What can we do? If he was my son, I would raise him like a king, man. Not like that. Come on.
then we have to talk about the Lady of the Dunes, who after 48
Lady
years
of the Dunes, I know this.
was finally identified on the 31st of October 2022.
48 years of mystery.
Just 38 days before the boy
Damn.
in the box. When Ryan and Shane looked into the Lady of the Dunes back in March 2020, they explained that she was found deceased on a beach in Provincetown, Massachusetts. Yet because she
apparently her body was found in a beach-like place, almost like a deserted place with grass around it, and she was all fucked up, like really
lying there for such a long period of time, the Lady of the Dunes had become unidentifiable.
Despite using bloodhounds, studying missing persons bulletins, scouring the registers of local lodgings, and looking into anyone who had a permit to bring their vehicle into the area, police turned up nothing.
The Lady of the Dunes also had extremely
nobody knew who killed her.
Work. However, despite this and numerous different police sketches,
look. She looks good too, like what?
Nobody knew who she was.
Happening?
Similar to the boy in the box, the Lady of the Dunes was exhumed for DNA on 3 separate occasions in 1980, 2000, and 2013, although none of these resulted in her identification, leading the boys to state this.
For that to produce no kind of DNA evidence of like who this person is, it's kind of insane to me because 1974 is not that long ago.
No.
You would think that DNA would be fresh enough that you could figure out this person.
Yeah, for DNA,
What
1974 is not that long, really.
Was that within 2.5 years, the Lady of the Dunes' unknown son would undertake a DNA test with Ancestry.com, providing genealogy databases with enough evidence for the Lady of the Dunes to be identified. On October 31st, the FBI
he took
announced
the
it finally
DNA?
identified the woman as Ruth Marie Terry, a native of Tennessee who was 37 at the time of her death.
Wow.
At the time,
who killed her? Who killed her? Like, at the age of 37, somebody kills her?
of her disappearance, Ruth Marie Terry had mentioned
Oh, this is how she looked?
to family that she was traveling to Massachusetts with her husband Guy Moldalvin, who's now become the main suspect in the case.
Wow.
Despite being married at the time, Guy never officially reported the disappearance of his wife to the police and conveniently remarried a year later as if nothing had ever happened.
Wow.
What's even crazier is that Guy Moldalvin's previous wife had also gone missing
2 other deaths? Are you kidding me?
and was eventually found dead alongside his daughter inside a septic tank on Guy's Seattle home. He served only 2 years in prison before being released, which was followed by him marrying Ruth Marie Terry, who was then found in the dunes only 5 months later.
We got a serial killer that marries women and kills them. What the fuck is this?
Guy Moldalvin died in 2002. However, if he is eventually found to be guilty, Ryan and Shane were correct in suggesting this.
It would seem that this was done by somebody who wasn't, I guess, like an amateur.
As well as this.
The unidentified victim would have known her murderer.
Yet we're incorrect in suggesting that the crime had been done by an Italian mob boss or schizophrenic prison inmate Haddon Clark. However, in the case of Amelia...
Okay, so that was Ruth Marie Terry or something. Man. Great. And also like there's like somebody actually, like, she was spotted in a movie. You know that? Did you know that? She was spotted in the movie called Jaws. Yeah, she was in the background, turning her head around and looking at someone. And the director's son, Steven Spielberg's son, I think, or the writer's son, I don't remember. He spotted her and notified to the authorities, but they can't, confirm it. So they never, found out if that was her or not. But apparently that was her, by the writer or whoever of the movie Jaws. So I could be wrong, but it's a very old case. That was the one that actually was very mysterious for me. That, like, this girl was shown in this movie, but after a while of the shooting of that scene, she disappeared somewhere. So it was like, what happened to her? You know, that was the mystery. That gave me chills back in the day when I was watching all those unsolved mysteries and whatever. So let's move to the next one. What is this?
Earhart. One of the theories put forward by the boys eventually turned out to be true. Ryan and Shane explained that Amelia Earhart was trying to become the first woman to fly around the world.
I guess I know all the cases here, okay? So, you know, I know about her.
However, on the stretch between Papua New Guinea and the Howland Islands in the...
she was like an expert, you know, pilot. You know, and she flew away somewhere and disappeared.
South Pacific, Amelia
we don't know what happened.
Navigator Frank Noonan, as well as their plane vanished and were never found again. The main theory put forward in the Unsolved episode was that Earhart's plane had run out of fuel and either crashed into the ocean or had successfully made a crash landing on the South Pacific.
I wonder how big that plane is. Depending on how big it is, you can find out where... I guess it would be easier to find out where it crashed or whatever, because if it's like a normal glider thing, then she's gone, because those gliders are as small as a room, like your bedroom, basically.
The island of Nkumaroro.
And you might not find out.
Landing was that 2 years after Earhart's disappearance, a British colonial officer by the name of Gerald Gallagher found a campfire, sextant, and a partial human skeleton.
Actually, this was solved. So I'm actually shocked that I thought this was a mystery even now, but this was solved.
Skeleton on the previously uninhabited island. The bones were sent to a physician in Fiji, who concluded that they most likely belonged to a male who was short, stocky, and of European descent, eliminating the possibility that the bones belonged to Earhart. However, Ryan went on to explain that at a later date, the bones had been run through an updated database, which suggested that they could have belonged to a tall woman of European descent, which fit the description of Earhart perfectly. Well, approximately a year after the Buzzfeed Unsolved episode was uploaded, an article popped up on npr.org titled "New Research Claims Bones Found 80 Years Ago on Pacific Atoll Likely Amelia Earhart's," which explained that the bones had been run through Modern Ancestry Program 4-disc, which
crazy,
found
man.
incorrectly determined the sex of the remains. The data revealed that the bones
is
had
actually
more similarity to
amazing.
Earhart than to 99% of individuals in a large reference sample. It's a bit of a stretch to call the case of Amelia Earhart solved based on a couple of correctly sized bones. However, they're significantly...
Yeah, so, you know, it's not a direct match or anything, but it's entirely, like 99% possible that it's her and her bones. So in some way, we actually kind of solved it. So that is pretty cool. I thought like this is the most mysterious thing. I don't know when it's gonna get solved. Is it still a mystery? And I forgot that I was watching the BuzzFeed's Unsolved Cases That Are Now Solved video. So fuck
evidence that. For the person featured in BuzzFeed Unsolved's very first episode, the Somerton Man, who was finally identified in July.
Somerton Man, we all know it. You know, it was just solved like last year or something.
2022, after 74 years of mystery.
Yeah.
The Somerton Man was found dead on a...
That shit was the most mysterious shit. Like, everybody was talking about this Somerton Man, you know? Every fucking, anybody that starts this top 10 channels, they start with this. It's crazy. That's the most biggest mystery, and it has been finally solved.
Beach in Adelaide, Australia, back in 1948.
That's right.
Immaculately in a full suit with polished shoes.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, all of the tags had been removed from his clothing, with his fingerprints failing to hint at who he might be. The case became even weirder when a torn piece of paper was found sewn into his pants, with the Persian phrase "Tamam shud" written on it, which translated to "it has ended," with the case reaching even deeper levels of weird when someone brought in the book from which the paper had been torn, explaining that he found the book in the back of his car, which was parked near Somerton Beach. When the boys revisited...
But like, why would he sew this piece of paper inside his clothes? That doesn't make any sense. You know, that's why a lot of people were talking about how he could have been an agent of some sort, and secret messages were put inside his clothing to, like, almost like a code thing. So I don't know why he would sue. Apparently he's not an agent. So then what is all this? You know,
Visited the case in season 6. They talked extensively about the University of Adelaide professor Derek Abbott, who was seemingly the most determined as well as the closest to figuring out who the Somerton Man was.
Damn!
Well, it will be only 2 years and 3 months after this Buzzfeed Unsolved episode that Derek Abbott would finally achieve a breakthrough using the Somerton Man's hair.
We looked for people with no date of death on that tree. And there was one that stood out.
By using the DNA of a distant cousin living in Melbourne, Derek Abbott was finally able to confirm that the Somerton Man went by the name of Charles Webb.
It was at this point that we knew
Charles Webb was his real name.
Was the Somerton Man, and we'd finally cracked it.
It's not the Somerton Man story now.
Man, mysteries are so interesting and so fucking make you just curious so much that this dude actually went out there and solved it. Dude, you are a legend. This is like one of the most craziest mysteries, like top 10, like top 1 mystery on any part, any channel, any video you could see. You will find this, you know. So I'm glad it's been solved, man.
This is the Charles Webb story.
The theories put forward in the Buzzfeed Unsolved episodes, such as the Somerton Man was a Russian spy or a ballet dancer, were disproven after Derek Abbott revealed that Charles Webb simply grew up working in a bakery while playing football on the weekends. However, the other tragic detail revealed in the episode of Australian Story was that prior to being found on the beach, the Somerton Man was living an incredibly lonely life.
Wow.
He didn't have any friends. Not at all
Wow.
a happy person. Turns out that Charles loved to write poetry, and his favourite subject that he would write about was death. This story turns out that it's not some wild spy drama. It's really a sad, tragic domestic situation.
Wow, man. This man, oh, dude. Man, this video actually made me feel bad, you know, for this dude, for this guy, you know. Rest in peace, you know, Charles Webb. Went through a lot of depression, man. You know, finally he's happy, I guess. I guess he's happy now, you know. Hope he, you know, lives an eternal life of happiness in heaven. Okay, so, yeah. Rest in peace. Okay, so yeah, what do you think? What did you think about this video? Did you like my reaction? If you like my reaction, please subscribe to my channel, Unlimited Health. Okay, and if you have any videos, like interesting, cool videos in your mind, please suggest it to me by typing down in the comment section. I'll note it down and react to it. I'll even say your name. Okay, this is a very cool video. I wanted to react to this for a long time because there's so many cool videos in SUNNYV2's channel that I checked it out and reacted, but there's also like a bunch of videos that I wanted to check out, and this was one of them. So, you know, I finally did it. BuzzFeed Unsolved Cases that are now solved. And this is just BuzzFeed Unsolved Cases. Wonder what other cases have been solved that have been a mystery, you know? So, we will try to... You know what? I'll try to make content based on unsolved cases. I want to react to some videos. Maybe do my own unsolved videos where I explain what happened, you know. So interesting. Try to make the channel better, 10 times better, even better, and growing, you know. Yeah, that's the plan. Hope people will watch it. If you like this, please watch. You know, please subscribe to my channel, okay? And also, like, I have a main channel. The link will be in the description. I got a copyright strike over there, so there's hundreds of videos of reactions over there. If you like, go check it out. If you like those videos, subscribe over there too, okay? So yeah, that's it for this reaction. Please subscribe to both my channels, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.